Hey, it's Daeni and welcome to another video. I just want to thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel and joining me again for another Witch Watch Wednesday. Today we're going to be talking about the G-Shock or the Casio Baby G, which is short for Baby G-Shock, I guess. I never really questioned it, but it is what it is, right? It's two of the same watches, similar to the style that I shared with you last week. This is the model number. This is going to be the model number BGD560S-8OS. And this is a $79 watch. If you ask me, it's designed off of that traditional or the original Casio G-Shock that was I think it was one of their first models, like their flagship watch. I've seen that online and it's like, man, I'm like, I talk about it so much that I feel like I need to actually purchase it because I buy a lot of the watches that look similar to it. This one is similar to the watch that I shared with you last week. The BDM 5600, the 5600 series basically. And with the steel bezel, stainless steel back. This is a little bit different. It's all resin plastic, but it is clear. This particular watch has an incandescent type look to it. So depending on how you look at it, it's going to have a blue hue to it, or it's going to have a really solid pink, and that can be seen inside the watch on the face as well. And it has the white filled letters saying that it's Baby G-Shock and all this crazy joint. That's it. It has a awesome backlit, completely backlit, which you cannot, or I cannot stress enough, is a must-have if you're gonna have a watch. Lighting it from one specific spot, in all honesty, is actually very annoying. It makes no sense, and it's kind of difficult in certain lightings and situations for you to see the time. This, you get an even display, you're able to see the time, you ain't got no issues. This is the black version, pretty dope, $79, 5600 or 50. It's not for the Baby G. It's not 5600. It's just 560, which I guess they took a zero off because it's supposed to be a baby. What do I think? You know what I think. I got them. I paid for them. Cash, money. I think it's a good investment. They had different colors. These are the two colors that I specifically targeted and I liked. This one is more universal because technically it's 2-in-1. You get two colors for the price of one, right? You get a pink and a blue. Really, really, maybe a bit of a red as well. Depends on how you look at it. But no one's going to know the difference. And you can confidently wear it without someone judging you, calling you tacky, or whatever they do when you don't match. With the gray one, they didn't have a solid black, but that's fine because the black one, the gray comes off clear, and in the right light and on the right skin, you might have a different color. You know, so like inside, this is what it looked like when I wear it. Inside, bit transparent. When I wear it on the outside, you get a bit of a darker look. So it all depends on the skin tone of the buyer. Other than that, you're going to have a pretty decent looking watch on your wrist regardless. Normally I'd wear these watches, but I'm going to have some photos of Nisi rocking it because I tend to not really wear Baby G's well. I don't know, maybe it's the size of my wrist, maybe it's the fact that I'm a man, maybe it's the fact that the name says baby on it. I don't know. But my Nisi's going to rock it, and I'm going to share some photos with you guys that she has with the watch. Next thing I gotta talk about is the construction of this. Pretty solid. You get that nice arch that you want so that the watch can hug your wrist. Yes, you need a watch that's going to hug your wrist, because when it's too loosey-goosey, it ends up catching on to too many things. So it's a pretty stiff looking watch, and once you attach it to your wrist, it's definitely going to stay where you put it if you like to wear your watches that way. I tend to wear plastic straps a little bit looser, just because I don't like the heat that it can produce if I don't wear it correctly. Other than that, with this particular specific wristband, if you sweat a lot, this might be a problem. If you have a lot of hair, because you're gonna notice the liquid on the inside. Okay, so what I'm to be clear, when you wear it, because it's clear, if you're sweating, you're gonna see the discoloration in your skin. Like, you're gonna see that you've been sweating underneath the strap. Some people don't like stuff like that. I don't have an issue with it, but some people don't like stuff like that. Furthermore, if dirt gets into in between the wrist and the skin, the strap and your skin, you're gonna see it, because again, it's a transparent band strap, and that's for all of the watches. So you might have to clean this a little bit more than you would normally clean other watches because of that technicality, just a design flaw or consequence of the design. So you might have to clean this a little bit more, and any type of imperfection, which includes dirt, is just going to be more obvious. So the people who are interested in shopping for this watch, just like I said, it's a transparent strap. If you have an ugly wrist, you're going to be like, you're going to have some problems there, okay? I don't know what an ugly wrist look like, but, you know, some people, they have their imperfections and their things they like to be a little bit more judgmental about. That said, moving on, beautiful watch, stainless steel back, stainless steel clip. Can't never go wrong with that. G-Shock makes some quality products. You get a great warranty. You get that 20 bar. Yeah, you get that 20 bar depth. Now, I don't really care for the back of the baby G-Shocks, because I feel like at $70, you're spending quite a bit of money. And all they put in the back is shock resistant. So at least you know that it is going to be shock resistant, granted. But I mean, it'd be nice if Baby G had Baby G do have its own logo, so it'd be nice if they put it on the back of the watches. Just because these aren't cheap. $70 ain't cheap. Now you might be able to find this for like $40, $50 online. But just for quality control, I would just put the Baby G on the back of every watch, just because some people are weird like me, like to see a little bit of attention to detail when it comes to their watches. Because I'm not saying that these are going to be heirlooms, I'm going to pass it down to my children, but at the same time, I would like to pass it on to children if they last that long, if watches are a thing when they're older, or in the event that these watches become more valuable than they really are. Because, you know, let's face it, that's a thing. Sometimes you buy a watch and you're like, oh man, I had that watch, and you look for it in the future, you know, or you look for it in the future after you purchase it, and you know that watch ended up being worth some type of the watch could be worth more money in the future, and your children might be able to pawn it if you can't pay for college or something weird like that, and if they take care of it, of course. Leave some comments down below with some questions or concerns that you might have for the watch, and if it's in a good time, I'll get to it right away. If it's like 30 years from now, I'm probably not going to remember anything about the watch, so don't take it personal. While you're down there, please hit that like and sub. Help me out a lot. And, you know, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. 1